It's a beautiful Wednesday, and that means that your Woman Crush Wednesday are on the screen. We are so excited to be waking you up with entertainment, education, and everything in between. We are kickstarting your morning with our amazing stories. Some of them not so amazing, but you catch my drift. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing very well, girl. Thank you for bringing us in. You know we're everybody's crushes. How is winter treating you? I want to be very stylish this winter. How is winter treating you so far?
Winter is okay. I'm not a winter person. I don't really care for winter, but I guess it's one of those things that are inevitable. So there's nothing I can do about it, whether I like it or not. I think winter is more particularly for dark colors. You should wear dark colors. It's about fancy coats. It's about turtlenecks. It's about boots. Yeah, I think it's about woody scents in terms of perfumes. I think that's about winter. Yeah.
Okay, no, thanks for the tips, because I want to, be fashionable and enjoy the winter like that. Because I generally also don't like the winter, but I'm like, if we are entering winter in style, then maybe we can enjoy the winter.
No, I think it's particularly a good time to explore fashion. Winter fashion is some of the best fashions of all time. Like the winter style, it's so good. If you know how to dress for winter, you would look so cute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's so many things to play with.
There's so many things to put together, the scarves, yeah. And when it comes to beauty, I think it's also about dark colors. If you're going to do your nails, then you should opt for, the navy blues, the dark purples, the browns, the blacks. Winter is just like a dark theme that goes on.
I totally get you. Even with the perfumes, you said you should try to look for something like more wooden, more. Whereas summer, it's more like fruity type of smells.
Spring.
Spring type of feel. So I get you. I totally get you.
I think while we are on the topic of beauty, I think a lot of unemployed people, particularly men, should explore joining the beauty industry. Like, I think if you are a guy and you're sitting at home, and this has nothing to do with your sexuality, you can be a straight man and still do nails, and still do hair, and still do makeup. It's just the market is really lucrative, and it requires for people to enter that market.
Honestly
so
speaking,
you can make money. A lot of girls, a lot of women, a lot of men are into beauty. There are straight men who even do their nails now. Everyone is just about being clean. So if you can tap into that market, you will definitely make a lot of money. That's a business idea for you if you do not have anything to do. If you are maybe looking to be employed in your field of study, but times are hard, you can go for nail training. I think it's 1.5. It takes 2 days or 3 days or a week. Then you just start doing nails. You invest, and then you're good to go, man.
And then you grow from there.
And then you grow and then you grow from there. Even makeup. Even I've seen men in salons. Men are now doing hair, especially wig installation. That's where your bag is. Go to the salon, learn how to install wigs, because a lot of people are into laying wigs right now.
Yeah.
So do that. Go to the salon, earn your money, and go home. Live a life, and don't worry about what society is going to say. Society will always talk. Whether you are an academic, whether you are a taxi driver, whether you are a business person who works in the salon, society will always have anything to, something rather to say. But that shouldn't be your worry. That shouldn't, stop you from earning a living. Do what it takes for you to put bread on your table. Only you know what your struggles are. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to say to the young people out there.
And honestly, there's really an untapped market in that, you know, that wig installations, plugging your wigs. Because I need to learn as well, because when we're on vacation, we need to know how to put on our wigs. So it's an untapped market. So
and there are always master classes available. Just last week there was a wig installation master class. You can always go for a makeup master class. You can go for nails master class, lashes master class. There's so much that you can do. I think, consider tapping into that market just for a while you get on your feet. I think it's something good to sustain you. At least you're not stealing, you know, at least you are not doing illegal things. You're just earning an honest living. Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with your hot gossip. Is it hot gossip?
It's not just gossip, it's entertainment news.
Just your entertainment news.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back, and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican Street Sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Now getting right into your top entertainment stories. 50 Cent wasn't joking when he was talking about the documentary he was going to make about Sean Diddy Combs. Sources familiar with the matter told TMC that a multi-part docuseries about Diddy's various sexual assault allegations has found a home with Netflix. Multiple networks and streaming platforms apparently had an all-out bidding war over the documentary produced by 50 Cent's prolific G-Unit film and television studios. No official details such as title or premiere date have been announced. However, sources also told TMC that the Diddy docuseries will arrive at Netflix sooner than later. 50 Cent confirmed the news on Instagram, writing, "Netflix wins the bidding war, but if more victims keep coming out, I'm gonna need more episodes." He also joked that TMC used this fat boy picture of me because their doc went to Tubi, lol. It's okay, guys, we're all making good television. Mine just happens to be the best, he said. Now, 50 has been teasing a so-called Surviving Diddy documentary since last November, taking inspiration from the bombshell Surviving R. Kelly series that aired in 2019. At the time, 50 Cent also said that proceeds will go to victims of sexual assault and rape in a now-deleted Instagram post. Last Friday, disturbing 2016 footage emerged showing DT assaulting Cassie Ventura. The Los Angeles District Attorney's Office stated that while the hotel surveillance video is extremely disturbing and difficult to watch, there won't be any charges because the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of assault can be prosecuted.
So there's a documentary happening.
That's coming out. I mean, he has been teasing about it, and I seen it on his Instagram, especially since the news broke out when Cassie came out and filed her lawsuit against P. Diddy. But I didn't think it was going to happen so soon, because he was alleging to creating a documentary unraveling all the sexual assault allegations against P. Diddy. And in my mind, I was like, okay, it's probably going to be a year from now or so. But here it is, and it's going to be on Netflix, and like they said, it's going to be with us sooner rather than later.
It's not something that I'm excited to watch, seeing that I already sort of know what the allegations are, I already sort of know the storyline. So it's like that story of Thabo Bester. We already saw, we already heard on the news, and then now a book come out,
and there's
or
also
now
a
documentary comes out. I'm not gonna watch that because I already know. Like, I'm sure there are new stuff that I might find out, but the fact that I already know takes away the excitement and the suspense from it all. And that's how I feel about this documentary. I would probably not watch it because I already know. If it was about someone someone else, like, oh, this is new, this is fresh, I would be so interested. But the fact that I already know, I'm like, okay, it's expected. I know already more people are going to come out, expected. I know that he's abused people. We've seen him on tape. It's expected. And if more stuff like that come out, I'm just not surprised. I'm just like, okay. But yeah, I think that creative producers should by all means make their money. 50 cent, good for you.
And I think it's the also proper way to punish these men, right? Because like for instance, with the issue of Cassie, that video came out, but the police said they can't do anything because of the time that it happened. It happened in 2016, and because of the statute of limitation, he can't be prosecuted for that. But with things like the documentary and putting it all out there, how this man works, the manipulation and so forth, puts into perspective the kind of predator and abuser that he is. And also these people that are, you know, powerful men, they like to have public opinion, positive public opinion. So for him, being, you know, obviously his reputation has gone down the drain, but the documentary opens that wide open for everyone else. So I think that would also hurt his ego. Okay. So it's a form of punishment for him, and I'm for that.
Okay. Moving over to our next story, Jennifer Garner is reportedly encouraging her ex-husband, Ben Affleck, to work on his marriage with Jennifer Lopez as rumors of their divorce looms. She fully supports their relationship and wants nothing more than him to be happy, a source told Us Weekly. Rather, the 13 going on 30 alum who was married to Affleck from 2015 to 2018 also knows how fame can put a strain on the couple's relationship, the source continued. Reps for Garner 52 weren't immediately available for page 6 for comments. The actress supports for the Good Will Hunting star, whose 51 comes as sources exclusively told page 6 that Affleck has come to his senses about his failing relationship with Jennifer Lopez, who's 54 and knows they are headed for divorce. If there was a way to divorce on grounds of temporary insanity, an insider told Us Daily on Monday, he feels like the last 2 years was just a fever dream, and he just came to his senses now and understand there is just no way this is going to work. For the past week, Lopez and Affleck have been at the forefront of breakup rumors since it was revealed the actor was reportedly staying in a separate room from his wife. Photos obtained by page 6 showed Agrostar driving his sports car through the Brentwood neighborhood in Los Angeles Thursday morning. As TMZ reported, he stayed in the area over the night. So, just to put this into perspective, Jennifer Garner is Ben Affleck's ex-wife. So she is now encouraging him to work on his current relationship, on his current marriage with his current wife, Jennifer Lopez. I think Ben just loves Jennifer's.
I'm guessing.
Good,
I'm guessing. Because
you
what's up with this? But that's amazing, honestly. I'm a fan of Jennifer Garner. I actually was a fan of Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck's marriage because they starred in a movie and it was one of my favorite movies at the time. And then they, you know, fell in love and they got married. So I was like, oh, yes. But wow, kudos to her, like encouraging your ex to work on his marriage or his current relationship with someone else. That shows a lot of maturity, you know, like a very secure person in themselves. So, I mean, kudos to her. And it's also pretty sad to hear that, you know, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are maybe heading for divorce because Jennifer Lopez now did say that Ben Affleck to her was like that person that got away. And
got away how?
Like, you know, like where you have someone that you love and they just get away. You know what I'm saying? Like he was that. Like he was that person that was always in the back of her mind, even though she was in with other relationships or whatever. So it would be so sad to, you know, to see that heartbreak for her. And if they can work it out, I hope so. But generally, I think Ben Affleck is just not in a good state mentally. Like he was supposed to return for the Batman movie, but I stand to be corrected with this. But he said he couldn't because he was just really depressed and he was drinking a lot and he's just going through something. That's my point. So I think he needs to maybe work on that before saying, I'm going to leave a marriage.
Okay. All right. And on that note, we now bring you part 2 of the interview that I had with creative entrepreneur Phineas Shikulo, popularly known as Zulu Boy. This is the second part of our conversation.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhh.com.na.
Okay,
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
Let's bring the conversation to you
Yes.
as a content creator.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges you have faced on your journey?
The challenges at the beginning was difficult because of the devices to use.
Yeah.
Simply the cameras to use. But as time goes on, you understand that quality plays a big role in your content. So the biggest journey was, of course, the devices that I was using. It was the first day was a bit difficult because I was just using my cell phone, and then luckily now I started this business where I had to understand these things. So I had to use better cameras, better mics, and all this
Better
kind of thing.
editors.
Better editing softwares also, better editors. So those were the biggest challenge, and
Yeah.
of course money.
Yeah, money
plays-
is always a problem.
Money is always a problem because when you create content, you need money.
Yes.
Either to move, either to pay someone. So I think the biggest chunk or challenge is the money, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you don't have funds to move, if you don't have funds to create, then that becomes the biggest challenge.
Yeah, and seeing that we are in the creative space, a lot of sponsors don't really understand what we are doing and why we are doing it and why we need so much
Yes.
money.
Yes.
If you have something to say to the sponsors
Yeah.
out there, anyone who could potentially invest in content creation, what would you say is the importance of investment?
I think right now we must acknowledge that the industry has changed.
Okay.
In the fact that companies now use influencers to create content.
Yeah.
Companies now pay people for them to advertise.
Yes.
So Everything has changed now a little bit. I would really like to say a big shout out to those. I don't want to say names, but I would like to say thank you so much for the companies that have right now are sponsoring, right now that are advertising through influencers, through our local. Back in the days when even models the pictures come from South Africa, but things have changed now. The agencies have changed now. They are looking for local content and and looking at all these kind of things. But it's changing now, but I also just like to encourage more companies to come on board. Even with the awards, we are looking at categories where, like specific categories, we need sponsors to come and fund specific categories. For example, if traveling and tourism would like companies that deal with this, because we want to give an experience. So the aim of this event, it's not only to give money, but also to give an experience to the winners. We are going to have a workshop where it means whether you win or you don't win, you are at least given knowledge to run a proper business. Because at the end of the day, when you create content, you are running a business. So we are going to teach you how to run business, how to create content, what devices to use, what softwares are we going to recommend. So it's like you going to school after coming from the event.
I love that. And then how has the response been like from the general public? Are people excited about the Content Creator Award?
It has been crazy. It has been crazy, and I just even can't wait for a specific meme or a tate in the north to become, part of this. And it has become amazing. Even the day we first announced, people were taking, we want this to post this. Some even take me, I'm like, I can't take part.
I'm writing this.
I can't take. But the general has been, it has been very overwhelming. It has been beautiful. We also have a very big sponsor that we are announcing very soon that will be part of us. But also, I would also like to say thank you for NTV for coming on board and say, guys, let's do this. This is for the kids. This is for the industry. So it has been big for us, but the response has been beautiful.
Awesome. And then finally, what would measure the success of the Content Creation Awards? Are you looking at selling out the venue? Are you looking at maybe just online reception? Are you looking at, maybe getting revenue or sales from the tickets? What would measure success?
We have sponsors, and we are also appealing for more sponsors to come on board. As I said, everything needs money, unfortunately. We are going to have sales of tickets. We'll announce that. We're also going to have online platforms where we are going to engage and just to announce a few different stuff. This is the first Namibian Content Creation Award. So we want to do it bigger and better, but as time goes on, we just want people to come and support us. I know we might not do it as perfect as it's going to be, but we will try all our means. And the aim of this event is also to export talent outside in the world, because one of the sponsors that came on board is they are quite they are quite big in not only in Namibia, but in country, in Africa as a globe. So at the end of the day, we also want to export these talents to South Africa, to Nigeria, to expand so that they learn something, not only from here, so that they are celebrated also outside. So the aim here is just to come and appreciate everyone that we feel deserves this opportunity. But I want everybody to come on board. Once the tickets are out, please come and buy the tickets. Once the voting systems are out, please start voting, so that we can make sure that this is a success.
Okay, Zulu Boy, thank you very much for joining us on NTV here on Smell the Coffee. We wish you all the best. We see you and we recognize all the hard work and all the labor of love that you put in your content.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We will be right back after the break. Stay with us.
It is not according to the available statistics as released by the Namibia Statistics Agency. It will be more appropriate if allocations are done based on the available statistics for equity. Then there is lack of consultation from the line ministries on the allocation of development budget, lack of infrastructure development such as roads, schools, health facilities, water infrastructure, rural electrification, etc. There is also a high unemployment rate in the region, as I already highlighted the percentage. High poverty rate, both income and multidimensional. Shortage of housing. Poor cell phone network, where some villages have no network at all. Some villages have no access to the local radio and television network coverage, as well as lack of national documents.
That was the planning director at Kavango West Regional Council, Nambara Egidios, in our Talk of the Town.
All right, and that brings us to the end of today's edition of Smell the Coffee. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. We do wish you a lovely Wednesday.